we've made it to South Australia. We would just sleep in the car for the night.
I'm puffed already and we've come like 20 meters. Whose idea was this? Biggest blister. It's so beautiful.
We last left you in the beautiful outback city of Broken Hill. Since then we have driven 413 kilometres, crossed the border into South Australia and finally reached the coastline again, with our first stop being Port Augusta. We've come out to the botanical gardens and Chaos has just got to stay in the car while we're here. We've come out to look at the Red Cliffs lookout, so we're going to go for a bit of a walk up there very shortly, but check a load of this view. Like, I've never seen such turquoise waters and it is just breathtaking. We're now at the water tower lookout. Haven't climbed stairs like that in a while. Chaos has even climbed them. He doesn't really like the stairs because you can see through them, they're just like a grate. But yeah, we've got another flight to go. I think there's 80 odd stairs on this climb. So we're almost there. And then I think you get a good look out of the surrounding area. So I think one of us might go up at a time just so he doesn't have to go up or...
Pretty nice views from the top.
Well, we've had quite the busy day today. We've seen all the things that we could possibly see around Port Augusta. There's not much you can do with a dog. It's all pretty limited. We're at the Augusta Caravan Park for the last couple of nights and then we head off again tomorrow. But while we're here, we're going to make the most of the facilities. It is quite windy, so our barbecue is probably going to get hammered and we want to have a couple of decent steaks, so make use of the barbecue. It's pretty good. Well, it was actually kebabs we had out, not steak. Forgive me for being wrong. I asked Carly to get steak and she went the other way, but never mind. It's all good. It still tastes great. So we're going to enjoy this tonight and yeah, as I said before, hide away in bed and probably watch some TV. Get up nice and early tomorrow and carry on. So, see you then.
We're just getting to our hip camp for the next couple nights and we're not 100% sure if we're going the right way. So we're following the directions, but we kind of just like came up to an area that had like 3 different roads and all the directions say is turn onto it and then follow it for 9k. So we're kind of just following our nose. Yeah. Hoping for the best. And of course, there's no reception, so we cannot call the host to find out if we're going the right way. So we're just going to, I don't know how long we've been driving, like 2k's, 3k's since we turned onto this road. So we'll drive another 6 and see if we come to the homestead. Well, we did come in the wrong way. We followed the directions on Google Maps, which we weren't supposed to do. But that's okay, we still got here. And
we know how to get out when we leave too.
Yeah. But anyway, we're on the 4-wheel drive site, and she said that nobody's really been down here for a while, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. So that was a change of plans. We had booked the 4-wheel drive sites, but they haven't used it for a while and it was very overgrown. So we just went back, well, she told us come back if it's not really okay. So we went back to the homestead and she's given us site number 5 and...
It's a lot better.
Yeah, nice flat spot. And what a view. I can't wait to get the drone up here.
Yeah.
But how cool is this little feature? How about this? It's a shower tree.
We've had quite the rough night. It's not our normal way of starting a video, but
We contemplated not filming, but we promised that we will show the ups and the downs. And this is probably one of the more down days.
more challenging days.
Yes, that's the right word.
So last night, not long after it went dark, it absolutely started howling a gale, and it still is now. Hence why we're sitting in the car at the moment, just because it is blowing so hard.
About 1 o'clock we decided to get up and pack up the awning because we could hear it flapping around and the wind was coming straight across the car that way.
And we wanted to move the car around because we were actually had the rooftop, the way that we were sleeping was facing straight into the wind.
Yeah.
So we did that, and
2 hours later.
2 hours later,
We still weren't asleep.
no, we just kept getting woken up. It sounded like the fly on the rooftop was going to get ripped off. So yeah, we made the decision that instead of having it, well, it getting damaged, we would just sleep in the car for the night.
Yep, so
So-
3 o'clock this morning we packed up everything and we managed to get a couple hours sleep, which is probably more than we would have got if we had stayed in the rooftop.
Yeah, just the loud flapping. In hindsight, I think if I know that it's going to be windy, like I didn't even know that it was going to be windy. We had upwards of 60-kilometre-hour winds last night, and I think there's still 40 to 50-kilometre winds today. Or gusts.
I have never experienced wind so strong. Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah. We had very minimal sleep, maybe 3 if by the time we actually got into the car.
The worst part was, by the time we got in the car, it was 3 o'clock. The sun starts rising about 6:30, and we were parked facing the sunrise. So as soon as the sun came up, it was just straight in our faces.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't even a nice sunrise this morning. Like, we
It was
had
shocking.
plans of getting the drone up today,
Yeah.
capturing a nice sunrise. It's overcast, and yeah, it was crap. So
yeah.
but hey, that's life on the road, I suppose.
But anyway, that is enough on dwelling. We're waiting for the owners to come down. They're dropping off some farm fresh eggs. Gonna make ourselves comfort food, bacon and egg bagel, I think, and see what we can make of the day. Thanks, babe.
Welcome.
We have some new attire. Keep those pesky little flies out of our face. We've driven around all of the campsites and had a look at them all. They're all pretty much of a muchness. They're all beautiful camps. Back to the place we were last night, and we're just going to see how we go. If it does get really windy again, then we're just going to sleep in the car. Simple as that.
Today's definitely one of those days where not everything goes to plan. We've made the most of it though. Feel a lot better now that I've got one of these on my face, just to keep all the flies out, and had a shower, so feel nice and refreshed. They're predicting a bit of rain tonight, so we'll see that when it comes, and until then I'm going to sign off, set up my bed and go to sleep.
Delicious. delicious.
And it's just starting to rain.
Yeah. So let's go. Like in the hills now. It's so beautiful, so quiet, so peaceful.
Well, we've had quite the scenic drive to get us up here. They've got us up to here. He's got a little hut down there that we're going to go back and have a bit of lunch at. And then we're going to go up and climb up Mount Brown, which is about 1.3 k's, I think he said, up to the summit. So we'll go from the hut up to there, then we'll come back. And yeah, we're just standing here. Take a look at this view. Like, we're about 1,000 meters up here as well. And I think he said that the summit's about 1,200 meters up. So it's pretty cool. You can see all out over Port Augusta. You can see all of the wind farms, the salt flats that are out there. From the top of Mount Brown we're going to have a 360-degree view of the whole spot, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, seen heaps of wildlife, goats and kangaroos and all sorts, so it's been awesome. Such a magic spot, this.
So one of the peaks right, I guess, on their property or just past their property is Mount Brown. So we really wanted to do this walk, but we thought it was all national park. I'm puffed already and we've come like 20 meters. It's all uphill. Brian did say that for the first, it's a 1.3k walk, and the first kilometer, hold on, the first kilometer is actually their property. So he did say we should be okay to take chaos, but it is the heat of the day. This grass will just like stick to him. We've just left him in the shade. All the windows are down. He's got fresh water and all of that, so don't come at me. He's nice and cool, pretty much doing exactly what he'd be doing if we were set up at camp. Yeah, we're gonna quickly do this walk. Hopefully should only take us an hour or so. Brian said about 45 minutes up, half an hour down. We'll see if we can do half an hour up, 20 minutes down. But considering I'm puffing already, and that just there is the hut. So we've got probably 1.2 k's to go. But yeah, just gonna quickly get this walk in. It is the heat of the day, so call us crazy, but there's a beautiful breeze coming. So
it's 2 degrees cooler up on top of the hill than it is down.
Yeah. I don't think this track has been walked in a while. Still gotta get all the way up there. Oh man. Hike, considering we haven't done many hikes in a while, but we did it. Just gonna take in the view for a second and then make our way back down. That took us nearly an hour. So yeah, we might need to make some make some meters, get back down a lot faster and get back to the car. I really thought that going downhill would be 10 times easier, but it is so steep, basically on like a 45-degree angle backwards. And to make matters worse, I have the biggest blister on the back of my heel, and my boots are just rubbing it raw. So at the moment, I prefer the pain of prickles. So there we are. We are 1 foot in the boot and 1 foot out. Ah, whose idea was this?
Fine.
Yeah, didn't even ask if I wanted to do it. It is an amazing feeling when you make it back to your starting point. That was much of a hike. I can't even talk. I honestly just did it. I underestimated that hike, to be honest. I really did. But it was quite worth it. It was good to get out. 2 things I learned today. Don't wear denim shorts while hiking. Don't wear cargo boots while hiking. I thought, you know, the boots are a bit higher than my hiking boots because the grass looked quite long and looked quite prickly, hence not taking the dog. No. If you don't like blisters, look away now. But I have 2 massive blisters on the back of my heels. And they were just rubbing the whole way down the hill. And then I ended up taking my shoes off just because I couldn't bear it anymore, and then I was just walking on prickles. Lucky I had really thick socks, but now my socks are completely ruined. But anyway, for anybody wondering, the dog is absolutely fine. He was asleep when we got back.
Brian built this little hut here. This is the veranda part. It's pretty cool. It's got a couple of bunks and stuff inside here. Got a kitchen and fire stove and bits and pieces. Couple of bunk beds. Wood fire stove over there. He had originally built this as a crutching quarters, so for obviously crutching sheep, and yeah, then he turned it into a bit of accommodation. So I think you can book this or come here and use it. If you're on the hiking trail as well, you can use this place. You obviously just got to arrange with them first. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Still sweating from our walk and really enjoying this nice fresh peach, which is really good. But I think we're going to get on the road now. We got another ridge line to drive on the way up. So we're going to drive a different way out and go do that, and then head to our campsite.
Honestly, whether you decide to talk to them about doing a tag-along tour or coming and exploring yourself, this is just incredible. Like, everywhere you look is just stunning views, and we're just driving along the ridge. It's absolutely spectacular.
So that's our track that we're going to be taking out there to the right. That's a 33-degree slope, so it's pretty steep.
I really don't want to do it. We have pulled up to camp for the night. We are at the Corn Caravan Park. It's actually really nice for a caravan park. We just decided to check in here. It's halfway to our destination for tomorrow. We need a shower.
Yep.
And
especially after our big walk today.
Yeah.
It was pretty hectic.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it. I think I got quite burnt.
Yes, you did. In saying that, our time at Cantinga was amazing.
Yep.
Even though we had to sleep in the car one night, it's, you know, you can't control the weather, and unfortunately we just had a night that was just absolutely terrible. But the place itself is just beautiful, and I can't recommend it enough. No. Go up there, go for a drive, whether you do the tag along or the self tour, and go for a walk. Go for a walk to the summit of Mount Brown. Yeah. So worth it.
That's spectacular. Like that, it just made like our bad nights worth it. Yeah. Heading up there. Big thank you to Brian and Heather for giving us that little tour up there. Yeah. Much appreciated.
I would definitely go there again. Yeah. I might say it, but I think that could be one of the highlights of my trip so far.
Oh, yeah.
Just the views. The views there were just absolutely incredible. Yeah. So
purely breathtaking.
Yeah.
Can't say more about station stays. Like they are awesome. I love station stays. Just the atmosphere that you're like surrounded and just nothing is awesome.
And most of them allow dogs. So being on the border of the Flinders Ranges, a lot of Flinders Ranges is national park, so we can't take Chaos. But being able to go into Cantinga, and we've got another station booked for Christmas, and we can take Chaos, and I don't even need to go to the national park after driving through that. It was just incredible.
So on that note, we're going to just chill out for the afternoon, I think.
It's been a big day.
And if you like this episode, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, do so. It helps us out a lot. Yes. And yeah, we'll see you right here next week when we move on for Christmas.
Not Christmas. We move on to a...
Oh yeah, actually, no. We've got one more stay before Christmas.
Yes, it's a dog-friendly campground with a hike. So it's not many places I've found that you can do a gorge walk with your dog. So I'm so looking forward to this one.
Yep. So yeah, tune in for that one. And as I said,
bye. We're in South Australia.
Let's do that again.
What do we say? I turn this way, I'm in the outback. I turn this way, I'm at the bloody coast. We've been here for less than 5 minutes. The dog has gone and rolled in the loose grass. Well done. Well done. Pull the stance move the fly swatter. This is what people don't tell you about living on the road. We've had no sleep. It's hot AF. I've just lost half of my bagel in my hand. Ah, really? Oh yeah! Oh goodness me. I just got absolutely drenched. I might need a towel. I'm not sure if that was worth it.
100% that was worth it.
Regan drank all the water, so I'm thirsty. Much of a hike. Though I honestly just had... I can't even talk. How's your dinner?
It's actually pretty good. But not gonna lie, it's a bit of a throw together, but it's tasty. Smoky bacon, cheesy, noodly. Very good.
That's what happens. You turn the camera on to actually capture the wind and it stops being windy. So it's making liars out of it.
Keep the camera rolling and we might not have any wind.
Well, there's an idea.
Whoa, there's a mouse!
Oh, yuck.
Okay, bye.